Imagine this for a moment. You wake up tomorrow and everything feels different. Colors seem brighter. Your thoughts feel lighter. You begin sensing truths you've never considered before. You start asking questions that crack open the very foundation of who you thought you were. Is this enlightenment? Or is this a spiritual awakening? Most people use these terms interchangeably. But what if I told you they're not the same? What if I told you that understanding the difference between them could completely transform your spiritual path and determine whether you keep growing or stay stuck in an illusion of progress? Welcome to Mystic Reflections, and today we're diving deep into the real, often misunderstood difference between spiritual awakening and enlightenment, and why knowing this difference is absolutely essential. The confusion. For years, books, teachers, and social media have blurred these two concepts together. Some say enlightenment is simply the end of awakening. Others say awakening is a small enlightenment moment. And some claim they're the same thing with different packaging. But here's the truth. Spiritual awakening is a process. Enlightenment is a state. These two paths may touch, they may overlap, but they are profoundly different experiences with different goals, different sensations, and even different challenges. Let's break it down the right way. What is spiritual awakening? A spiritual awakening is when your inner world begins to open. It's the shift, the cracking of the shell. It's the moment consciousness starts waking up from the dream of the ego. You begin to notice. Your old beliefs no longer make sense. You start questioning your identity. You feel drawn to deeper meaning. Emotional layers rise to the surface. Synchronicities appear. Your intuition strengthens. You feel a pull toward truth, purpose, and authenticity. Awakening is like turning the lights on in a dark room for the first time. It's disorienting, insightful, exciting, overwhelming, beautiful, and chaotic. But here's the key. Awakening involves healing. It involves shedding. It involves shadow work, emotional clearing, and ego transformation. It's the universe tapping you on the shoulder saying, it's time to remember who you are. But remembering is not the same as becoming. Awakening does not necessarily free you from the ego. It simply exposes it. Think of awakening as the invitation. Enlightenment is the destination. What is enlightenment? If awakening is seeing the truth, enlightenment is becoming the truth. Enlightenment is a stable, consistent, unshakable recognition of your true nature. It is not an emotional high. It is not a temporary insight. It is not a mystical peak moment. It is a permanent shift in identity from I am this mind and body to I am consciousness itself. Where awakening shakes the snow globe, enlightenment is the snow settling forever. In enlightenment, the ego is seen through, not annihilated. Thoughts lose their control. You live from presence, not personality. Inner peace is not a mood, it's your natural state. You are no longer seeking. You rest in the awareness behind all experience. Enlightenment isn't dramatic, it's quiet, simple, and profoundly stable. Where awakening is about transformation, enlightenment is about transcendence. And while awakening can come in waves, stages, and cycles, enlightenment doesn't come and go. Once the truth is realized, it stays. The biggest misconception. One of the biggest misunderstandings is this. Awakening feels more dramatic than enlightenment. Awakening comes with visions, emotional release, epiphanies, synchronicities, energetic surges, and identity shifts. Enlightenment is quiet. Many people think they're almost enlightened because their awakening is intense. But intensity is not enlightenment. Stillness is. Enlightenment is not fireworks. It's the sky behind the fireworks. How to know which one you're experiencing. Here's the simplest way to tell. If your emotions, beliefs, identity, or worldview are changing, you are awakening. Your ego is rearranging itself. Layers are being peeled away. You are seeing the illusion, but you haven't stepped out of it yet. If your sense of self has fundamentally and permanently shifted, you are enlightened. Not kind of, not sometimes, not when you meditate. You simply know, without trying, that you are awareness. Awakening changes your life. Enlightenment changes you. Can you be awakened without being enlightened? Yes. In fact, 99% of people on the spiritual path are somewhere in the awakening journey. Awakening opens the door. Enlightenment is walking through it. Awakening prepares you. Enlightenment dissolves you. The journey is beautiful, powerful, and essential, but the map matters. How to move from awakening to enlightenment. If you want to move from awakening into the deeper realization of enlightenment, focus on 1. Presence over experiences. Stop chasing highs. Start stabilizing awareness. 2. Observing the mind rather than fixing it. Healing is vital, but don't get stuck in endless self-improvement. 3. Letting go of the seeker identity. Seeking can become another ego mask. 4. Deepening silence. Meditation isn't something you do. It's a home you return to. 5. Non-attachment to insights. Insights are stepping stones, not the destination. 6. Surrender. Enlightenment arrives not when you try harder, but when you stop trying to be someone at all. The difference between awakening and enlightenment is like the difference between seeing the ocean and becoming the ocean. If this helped you understand your path more clearly, let me know in the comments. Where are you on the journey, awakening or enlightenment? And if you're ready for deeper spiritual guidance, meditations, and insights, make sure to subscribe to Mystic Reflections, where we explore the hidden pathways to inner truth every single week. Until next time, stay awakened, stay aware, stay infinite.